Hello children, welcome back again for our next session of computer. Alright, till now we have completed with our two chapters, that is first we have done with the networking and the second one we have done with the surfing internet. So now children, today we are before we start with our today's session, I just want to inform you that whenever you get the computer notes, note down in the assignment sheets children, right? Since you got only the textbook of AI, that is artificial intelligence, so these all other notes you will be writing in your assignment sheets and maintain it, right? File it. And whenever we will start, that is in the next semester AI, that notes you can continue in the same book. Okay, so this I have already informed that this semester we will be learning a very important application, that is MS Access, and in the next semester we will be starting with our AI, that is artificial intelligence. I hope that is clear children. So let us begin with our today a new topic, a new chapter we are going to start, and that is Introduction to DBMS. So today we are going to see children what is a DBMS. Okay, so before we begin, let me write here few data I am going to write. Now can you tell me children what data I have given to you? Yes, you will see only few numbers in the percentage form, right? That is 30%, 80%, but 20%. But you are not able to tell me what it is exactly, right? So this I have written is a raw data children. This is called a raw data. Now if suppose that only if I've organized it in a well manner and if I show you, now can you tell me what it is? Yes, now you can see the table and easily interpret that it is the roll number 1 named Rahul who got 89.5%. Roll number 2 named Sham got 90.4%. So this data is now I have organized it, right? So when we organize the data in a proper manner children, it is very easy to interpret the data, right? It is very easy to understand the data, right children? So this is now we are going to learn how to organize the data, huge data, which is very important in few organizations or wherever it is necessary children, right? So let us see. Yeah, so data has no meaning in its raw form. We have already seen when I just give a data in a raw form, there is no meaning for it children, right? Data can be easily interpreted when organized in a proper manner, right? It is essential to provide a structure to data which can be achieved with the help of database. So to organize or to give a proper structure to our raw data children, we use database. Okay. Now, what is database children? Let us see. Database is an organized collection of information that can be easily be accessed, managed and updated. So database, it organizes our raw data in a proper manner so that it can be accessed easily, right? We can use the data easily. We can find out the data easily. We can manage the data easily. Now managing means what children? Every day we use that data to add something new or to delete something which is not required or to edit it or to sort it. So these all things should be managed very easily and properly, and also updating the data regularly. So these all things should be done easily, okay, and this can be done with the use of the database. Okay, now the overall purpose of database is to record and maintain information that is relevant to the organization. So few or few not, almost all organizations children, they have to maintain the data, right? Data of their people, those who are working there, okay? Data of anything. Let us take an example of school, okay? So they have to maintain the record of children, they have to maintain the record of teachers, each and everything, like right from their name, address, phone number, whether the child address, or whether the child is in which standard, which division, SID number. So many things are there. If we see, this is a small organization, still there is so much of data, right? So like that, in huge organizations, there is huge data which has to be managed, which has to be stored, right, for a long time. So here the purpose is fulfilled by the database. With the help of the database, we can do all these things, children. We can store the data, we can manage the data, right? And data should be accessible easily. I hope this is clear. What do you mean by database? Yeah. So the database is a shared collection of logically related data in a systematic manner that is stored to meet the requirements of different users of the organization, that can easily be accessed, managed and updated. As we have seen, that data should be easily accessed, it should be easy to manage and easy to update the data, right? Database is actually a place where related piece of information is stored and various operations can be performed on it. Now operations means, children, not like addition, subtraction, right? Operations here means the adding, updating, sorting, editing, deleting, such operations they are talking about here, right? If any data is there, we need to add some new data, we need to delete the old data, right? We need to sort the data, sometimes we need to find some particular data. So these all operations can be performed in the database, right? Database can be maintained manually or through electronic devices such as digital diaries, mobile phones, computers, etc. So these are the nowadays we use basically computers to store our data, children, right? Let us move ahead. Now let us see what is database management system, which is DBMS, okay? Now if you see here, DBMS is database management system, that is database plus management plus system. That means a system which can manage your database, children. Are you getting? A system which can manage your database, okay? So which is that system that we are going to see? So there should be some system which can manage this database, right? Yeah. So DBMS is a software, okay, that enables user to store, modify and extract information from a database as per the requirements. So DBMS is a software, children, where we can store, we can manage a huge data, right? Huge database. So DBMS is actually a tool that is used to perform any kind of operations on data in database. Operations I have just explained. Operations means adding, deleting, updating, sorting. These are the operations, children, which we are required when we store a huge data, right? So some DBMS examples are MySQL, Oracle, System 2000, MS Access, which you are going to learn, right, in next chapter onwards. So MS Access, MySQL Server and etc. So many other softwares are there which is developed by different companies, children, to maintain your database. I hope you are getting what is now database, a database management system. Okay, now few examples, let us see. Railway reservation system. Now when we talk about railway reservation system, children, I think now you must be getting what type of huge data I'm talking about, right? If you open your reservation sites for railway online, there are n number of trains, n number of people traveling every day. You can immediately, within a seconds, you can find out if the seat is available or not in a AC coach or non-AC coach, where you want to travel, how many trains are there. If you just enter number of a train, you will get the full details of that what time it travels, what time it reach. So now I think you are getting what type of data I'm talking about, right? A huge data. And so easy with the using of these softwares. Now it is so easy to maintain that data and to access that data, right? Next is CBSE, ICSE or state board results we are talking, children, right? Now when you see the results, there are so many schools, there are in India so many boards are there, different boards. When you just open the site and you enter your hall ticket number, you can see full your data with your name, your parents' name, your percentage, marks, everything, right? Within a second you will get the whole data, children, right? So this is how it makes easy using this DBMS to maintain, update the, manage the database, right? So school office data, a very good example you can take. When suppose we want to find a child data, so we can just enter the SID number, yes, the unique number which you get, the SID number. When we enter in the system, we will get a complete data, right? What the name of the child, parents name, address, and whether the child is a bus child or whether he goes by is a walker, or whether regarding the fees, right, which month he has paid. So many things are there, right? So these all data is managed using the database management system, right? So likewise, so many organizations, small or big, many examples are there, children. Now you can just imagine that in daily life it is so important to maintain the data, right? So these are few examples. Let us move ahead. Very important advantages of DBMS, right? The first one is to reduce data repetition. Now when we say about data repetition, children, there should be no duplication of data, right? First of all, so this is reduced in the DBMS. You cannot give a duplication of data, right? So this is a very important thing. Next is integrity can be improved. Now integrity means a particular data can be used by a number of users at a time, right? So for example, I can tell you a very good example which you see in the school is the computer teaches mostly for giving the notes. You see, we open the EZ. So we directly open the EZ and give the notes. Now the notes can be given in multiple classes at the same time, children, right? So this is the advantage of the data. So the data DBMS, the same data can be accessed by multiple users at the same time, right? This is integrity, right? The next one is database can ensure data security. And for every organization, it is very important that few sensitive datas are there which has to be secured, right? So we can secure that data by giving access to only few people, right? Only few people can access that data by using the password or anything you can say, right? So this is how we can secure our data in DBMS. Backup and recovery, very very important, children. No organization will everybody will ensure that the data data should be secured. There should be no loss of any data, which is very important, right? So this is also in the DBMS, like backup is provided, right? Next is data sorting is very, very important. In DBMS, we can sort the data and make easy to handle. Like I said, we in the schools, if we just enter the SID number, we get the full data of the child. So need of keep on searching in that 4,000 students name, each and everything. We are not going to check children, right? So there can be sorting of data can be done, right? Finding, sorting, yeah. We can sort the data by name wise. We can sort the data roll number wise. So many things are there, right? Next is data retrieving. So very, very important, children. DBMS not only helps in sorting large amount of data, but also helps in quick retrieval. Like I said, if I want to find out data of the child, so I can immediately find out. That is the data retrieving. Sorting is, you can sort the, like I have a class of suppose 8th A, right? So I want to sort the data according to the you can say percentage, who got the highest percent, right? So I can just sort the data according to it. So sorting can be done, retrieving can be done of the data. So these are all the main advantages of DBMS. So children, I hope today you are clear what is DBMS, right? What is database? So in the next chapter, we will continue with learning again a few more things about DBMS. So today we are going to stop here. In the next session, we will continue. Thank you so much.